So I believe the whole coup that's happened in Nepal, the whole Gen Z protest that we are reading about in newspapers are all along the headlines. So what has essentially happened is that there were years of unrest and resentment against the ruling administration in Nepal, led by the erstwhile Prime Minister KP Wali. And all of these protests culminated into something more serious in the recent times when the Nepal government announced a blanket ban on all meta platforms. That's Instagram, Facebook, all of these social media platforms. And a lot of Nepal's Gen Z individuals were active on these platforms, and they all of a sudden felt a sudden thrust and a sudden stifling of the freedom of expression and opinions on these platforms. This combined with the sort of portrayal that was seen on platforms like TikTok and Facebook and Instagram about the lavish lifestyles led by Nepal's politicians and the kids abroad in other universities and other countries, that led to some general resentment among the public at large, particularly Nepal as a country which is still developing and has lagged behind on a lot of human development indicators. That being said, the protests intensified further when the state acted on all demonstrations by Gen Z protesters with police extremities and brutalities, and the army was called in. And eventually a coup was staged where the more prominent politicians of Nepal had to flee to other countries and seeking asylum there. And in a historic first, a poll was conducted on the platform Discord by the Gen Z, where Sushila Karki, the erstwhile Chief Justice of the Nepalese Supreme Court, was elected as the interim head of the state for Nepal, and she has assumed charge as the Prime Minister of Nepal currently. So this is a historical first of our times and would probably make it to history textbooks in the future. And as they say, we live in momentous times.